Yo, this your boy, the real McCoy, coming at you. Talking about NFL, the National Football League, man. Talking about my Dallas Cowboys, man. How about them Cowboys? Man? We 5-1. Back-to-back dominant wins. I mean, I've been wrong the last 2 weeks. You know, I must admit, I've been wrong. I've said that my Cowboys last week against the Bengals at home, the day against the Green Bay Packers on the road up at historic field, Lambeau. I was like, you know, neither one of these teams are gonna blow each other off the field. It's gonna be a close game. I was wrong. My Cowboys have dominated what seems to be too good for me. The Bengals, they've been struggling. They lost again today in New England. A lot of teams lose up there, except for Buffalo. Anyway, the Packers, you know, I know Aaron Rodgers hasn't been playing well, but it's still Aaron Rodgers and it's still Lambeau, you know. So, and we dominated both of these teams, dominated them, beat them 30-16. They didn't even get a touchdown to the fourth quarter. You know, talking about the Packers, man, just dominate from the first drive. We drove down the field and got a touchdown. And I said in my preview video, you know, the Packers being a #1 ranked rush defense, only giving up 42 yards a game thus far this season, I was like, they're going to have to prove that. They're going to have to earn that. And I was, if you watched my video, I was extremely confident. I mean, I was this close to almost guaranteeing a victory. I try not to do that because it's the NFL. I love football and I got a lot of respect for the NFL. It's a hard, look at Pittsburgh, go down to Miami and lose to the Dolphins. Nobody really saw that coming. You know, look at how Buffalo started off the season. The Buffalo Bills are 4-2. You see what I'm saying? So I have a lot of respect for the National Football League to guarantee victories. But I was close because I felt the Packers haven't seen a running game like ours. They haven't seen that. And if you can't stop the run in 2016, maybe even next year, but I say this year, I'll just stick with this year. If you have a hard time stopping the run in 2016 and you play the Dallas Cowboys, we're going to dominate you with the running game. That's just what it is. Our running game is for real. They were giving up 42 yards a game. Zeke had 60 at halftime, 12 carries. You know, man, I tweeted out, he's averaging 5 yards a carry in the first half. He ended up with what, 26, 27 carries? $157, almost 160. You know, the only thing he was missing, he just didn't have the touchdown. You know, he's catching passes out of the backfield. On the last drive to seal the game, it was 3rd and 5, and Dak threw an out route to Witten to move the chains. Zeke picked up the linebacker right up the A gap. He slid over, picked up the blitz. Just a complete back. Zeke is doing what Zeke do, man. If you can't stop the run and the Dallas Cowboys is on your schedule, or we meet you in the playoffs, or maybe even the Super Bowl, hey, you're gonna be in trouble, you know. But offense did mean Dak Prescott threw his first interception. The record is 177 attempts now. He passed Tom Brady. And the first half it was sloppy football from both teams. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, we called 2 timeouts in the first quarter. Like, Jason Garrett, what are you doing? You know, like, come on, are you calling too many timeouts here? Dak Prescott was running, then the ball hit his leg, he just dropped it. But I think Zach Martin recovered the fumble. He did get stripped, you know what I mean, for a fumble. He threw his first interception. I mean, so it wasn't a clean football game, especially in the first half. But we still had the lead 10-6. Then we ended up scoring a late touchdown and made it 17-6. Now, people are going to say, what's going on with Aaron Rodgers? There's something up with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers isn't playing. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. I think from just a pure talent standpoint, I think he's the most talented quarterback in the NFL in my individual talent. You know, as far as, you know, like I say, arm strength, quick release, ball placement, accuracy, mobility, being able to throw on the run, running out to your left, running out to your right, things like that. So, I mean, but he's off. I mean, there was some throws wide open, receivers are wide open. He was just inaccurate. I mean, one of his worst performances we've seen from Aaron Rodgers, I mean, in a long time. It was, I mean, he wasn't like throwing 3, 4, 5 interceptions, but just inaccurate. Ball placement was terrible and missing throws. But some of it is Mike McCarthy might be on the hot seat, Anyway, but some of that, give credit to our defense. We made Aaron Rodgers look pretty bad today at times. I believe to start the third quarter, Barry Church. Barry Church forced 2 turnovers today. He hit Jordan Nelson. I believe that was Barry Church. He hit Jordan Nelson and forced a fumble, and he got the interception off Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Aaron Rodgers has ever thrown an interception as a starter against the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And he seems to be the one quarterback that we can't seem to get pass rush on him. There were times where he had all day like, well, okay, this is ridiculous, man. And he still didn't throw for 300 yards. He only had 1 touchdown pass. He could have had more, but he was just inaccurate today, and he had the 1 interception. But back to the interception from Barry Church, he was fooled. He got fooled. Now I've said this before when I talk about football from a quarterback position. You gotta have pre-snap reads, post-snap. Because pre-snap, the Cowboys look like we showed two safeties, 2 high safeties. Post-snap, and they broke the play down. Barry Church was actually playing man-to-man on the tight end, but the tight end stayed in the block. So when you're playing man-to-man and your man stays in the blocks to block, as a defensive player, you can kind of roam free. You might choose to stay back in coverage, maybe rush the passer. But Barry Church just kind of stayed back, and Aaron Rodgers was looking front side to his right, and he threw it across the field. He didn't even see Barry. He got fooled. Because pre-snap, he saw 2 high safeties. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say pre-snap, post-snap, man, it's crucial for a quarterback. That comes with experience, and that's why it's surprising. Like, thanks, man, like Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl MVP. I believe he's won 2 MVPs in the NFL. He got fooled. So give our defense some credit. That's 4 weeks in a row that our defense has given up 17 points or less. 17. And it's impressive, man. I mean, they had 9 points in the fourth quarter. 9. We dominated the Green Bay Packers. If this was supposed to be the test, then we passed it with flying colors. Flying. Blue and silver all day. You know what I mean? That's an impressive win. I mean, the only thing that was really missing was Zeke Elliott. They scored a touchdown. That was really about it, man. The thing that impressed me the most was our second to last possession for the half. We had 3 straight passes that only took off like 15 seconds off the clock. I was like, what are you doing? Are we going back to this old crap we pass happy with Romo? We punted the ball. They got a great return from the punter. Right around midfield. I said, it was 10. I think the score was 10-6. And it was like 1 minute and 54 seconds left. I said, okay, we might go down at the half 13-10 because the Packers was getting some momentum. We made them punt. They down there at a 3-yard line. We went 97 yards in 54 seconds. So some say we don't have that explosive offense. That's pretty explosive to me. 97 yards in 54 seconds. It started off with handing the ball off to Zeke. He almost broke it. Then we had the reverse, the handoff to Lucky Whitehead. Hit Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams ran a great route. Fooled the corner. He fell down, hit him, and then Dak had a perfect throw. A beautiful throw to Bryce Butler down the sideline in the back of the end zone. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. 97 yards. That was right before that. I thought Gary was going to be conservative, maybe run it a few times, see if Green Bay would call timeout, see what they're going to do. We kept our foot on the gas. I mean, you don't want to sound gruesome, but when you got a team down, you want to choke the life out of them, stomp on them, and let them know, no, we're the better team, and that's just football. I mean, I know it sounds kind of cold, and you know what I mean, but that's football, man. That was an impressive drive, and he said we did this without Dez. Lyle Collins, the left guard, was out. Scandrick went down. Sean Lee knocked out Mo Claiborne. No Scandrick. No Jalen Smith, no Charles Tapper, no Rolando McClain, no Randy Gregory. You know what I mean? Say no Dez, things like that. And we're still doing these things. We're 5-1. This is the time of year, mid-October, late October, right in head into November, where the teams start to separate themselves. Usually, start to separate themselves in the division from everybody else in the conference. You know what I mean? Things like that. You know, it looks like the Cowboys, Vikings. I was definitely interested in the Falcons and Seattle game. I was going back and forth between that and the Cowboys game. You know, the Falcons seemed like they had a chance to win that game. The late deep pass interference on Richard Sherman and not Julio Jones, but whatever. But we're starting to separate ourselves, man. It's a dominant win, man. We're forcing turnovers. We got interceptions. We're stripping Aaron Rodgers. You know, he's not playing well, but some of that give us the credit for that. We made him look bad at times. We made Aaron Rodgers look bad at Lambeau. You know, at Lambeau, man. Now we head into the bye week. We should get Dez back after the bye week. The offense be even more explosive. Cole Beasley showed up big time, 2 touchdowns. I mean, Lucky Whitehead he had 2 big plays. You know what I mean? Cole 2 touchdowns. Zeke's been Zeke. You know, say Dak finally threw his first interception. Set the record for 177. That's impressive, man. 177 to start your career. The interception he threw was pretty bad. Like, well, dude, what are you doing? that was pretty bad. Hopefully that's not a trend for the future. You know, two turnovers every game. He lost 1 fumble, but we did recover it. You know what I mean? He fumbled and we recovered. He lost another one. Things like that. But if we just continue to do the things we're doing, we're going to be tough to beat. And give our defense some credit, man. Like I said, now the pundits were saying our defense is trash. Can't stop nobody. Our defense is playing well. With all the injuries we got. Anthony Brown, the rookie corner from out of Purdue. I think our 6th round pick? 5th round pick? 5th round. Number 30. He's replacing Orlando Scandrick right now. Playing well. He might be our best open field tackler on the team. Maybe him and Sean Lee in the open field. You know, as far as the back 7. You know, I really count defensive linemen are big boys. You know what I mean? I don't expect them to be making lateral quickness and tackling guys. But from as far as linebackers and safeties and corners, things like that, Anthony Brown, the rookie, might be our best open field tackler. Every time he seems to get his hand on somebody, he's making that's tackling is one of the overlooked things in football. He's tackling well. Jimmy Claiborne went out. I think they put him outside on Jordy. Things like that, man. He's Byron Jones, man. When we first drafted Byron Jones in the 1st round, 2015, I wasn't sold on the pick. I thought he was a workout warrior. You know, he put up great combine numbers. His verticals through the roof. He jumped out the stadium, basically, landed in the parking lot. You know what I mean? His broad jump set, I think, was it a Guinness World Record? Just incredible athleticism. But when you put on the tape of Byron Jones coming out of college at UConn, at Connecticut, I didn't see NFL corner. I didn't see that. And I thought maybe he could be a serviceable safety. He's making plays at free. Well, he's not creating turnovers, but the play he made it last week against A.J. Green, where A.J. was in full stride, and the ball placement of where A.J. Green, where Andy Dalton threw the ball, he was coming straight flat down the line. Then he had to turn up in mid-stride with A.J. Green, one of the best receivers, and he did that and made a play on the ball. You know, he was beat up the seam by Randall Cobb in the slot. Aaron Rodgers did, and he underthrew him, but he was able to recover and knock the ball. I mean, he's making plays. I wish those could be turnovers, interceptions, but you know he's knocking it down. He's growing on me. So when he first initially got drafted, I wanted Malcolm Brown. Yeah, I wanted Malcolm Brown, the defensive tackle. He got drafted, I think, 4 picks later to the Patriots. So I still feel like we need a run-stopping one technique. But anyway, Byron Jones is growing on me. Byron Jones is growing on me, man. He's making plays, man. It seems like the only guy that can get interceptions is Barry Church. But we'll take it. Pass rush still needs to be better. But this was just a dominant win, man. And the video was getting kind of long. I didn't realize how long the video is, man. But let me know what you guys think, man. We've got the bye week coming up. We got Eagles Sunday Night Football. Dez should be back. the Romo situation, you know what I mean, things like that. We'll see how that goes. Jerry Jones got a decision to make. This your boy, the Real McCoy, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff, Cowboys Nation. And we look good, man. We look real good. How about them Cowboys? I'm out, man. Peace.